still have a title race over in our hands over in the Dutchlands as Ajax and PSV keep it tight at the top of the table. But who's going to take advantage? Heading into the international break, we'll take a little look next. Video today with 4-2 match day number, 27, 27 over in the Dutchlands, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe to keep you bang up to date. All things Dutchlands related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got all here, boys. And one brewski. Yeah, anybody's guess really as to who's going to be the title winners at the end of it. Everyone's thinking Ajax, but of course don't rule out PSV. Of course they're just 2 points ahead. I think they might even have to play each other. But anyway, we'll get into that in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love and of course behind the scenes. And yes, I have food on my shirt. But anyway, we're going to jump in the deep end, kick it off forward. But the reason, because I'm so maxed out. Maxed out a million. That's, of course, my nickname, Maximilian, because I maxed out just non-stop. Anyway, we will get to, well, let's just go. Let's just jump into it. So here we go then, kick it off forward with the results. AZ Alkmaar. Got to beat my boys. FC Twente, they're up to 5th in the table. They're pushing for top 4. They might even be able to get into top 3. Who knows? But of course, Twente kicking ass and taking aims. That's my stuff. Groningen picked up a 4-3 win over Nijmegen. All the goals there. I went with a 1-0 win for Groningen. Utrecht did lose to PSV. 1-0 loss there. Went with a 3-2 win myself. Fortuna Sittard with a 1-0 win over Wilhelm. Called it, lads. Bang on the Schnolskis. Kicking on forward. Heracles Almelo. A draw against Vitesse Arnhem. PEC Zwolle did lose to Feyenoord 2-1 in the end. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Waalwijk picked up a 0-0 draw against Heerenveen. Of course, Cambuur did lose to Ajax, but only just 3-2 in the end, going in favour of Ajax. And Sparta Rotterdam picked up a win over Go Ahead Eagles. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 6 out of 9, which is pretty good. Let's take a look at the table. There it is. Ajax, of course, 2 points clear over PSV. We've got a 6 point clear over a Feyenoord as well. Down the front of the table, Zwolle going down right now. Who else is joining them? It looks like Sparta Rotterdam, but of course, Wilhelm and Fortuna Sittard still in it. So RKC Waalwijk. It's pretty tight though. There, it could also get mixed up a little bit. Anyway, 6 was of course the tail of the order, and unfortunately, I got beat. Hans Wurst, James Booth FC agree, and Carl Mucky, and of course, got 7 there. So show-offs extraordinaire. So well done to you guys. And of course, this is the mini leaderboard for, of course, the second half of the season. Duran running away with it with 51 points as well. Big shout out to the patrons for supporting the channel. You are, of course, very, very special in my eyes. This is the link. Dutch, get involved, free to enter. This will be the last week, of course, before we head into the international break, which, of course, will mean the last week of the month of March. So, good chance for you to get your name on the leaderboard for the Wall of Fame. So, get amongst it. So, these are the next games, of course. So, these are the final hurdle before a bit of a mini break. So, we're going to jump in the deep end with Ajax. They're going to be taking on Feyenoord. A bit of a zinger in this one, isn't it? Of course, now these two sides have played 64 times in 1993. 38 wins for Ajax, 9 wins for Feyenoord, and 17 draws, of course. Just one defeat, though, in the past 6 for Ajax right now, 75% form. Because the final side also one defeat past 6, 75% form as well. Coming at you though, last time around in Ajax in Amsterdam was a 1-0 win. That's for Ajax back in January 2021. The reverse fixture in Feyenoord was a 2-0 win for Ajax back in December. Ajax have actually beaten Feyenoord 5 out of 5 in the last 6 and haven't conceded a goal against them as well. Ooh, so tall order for them. However, they just narrowly beat Cambuur, and prior to that, they narrowly beat Waalwijk. So they actually scored 6 goals, conceded 4 in the last 2 games. Meanwhile, Feyenoord picking up a 2-1 win over Zwolle. Of course, I'll be looking forward to this weekend's action. However, prior to this game, Ajax will take on Benfica, of course, with the Champions League fate on the line. Same can be said for Feyenoord. They'll be taking on Partizan Belgrade also this week with their fate on the line. Coming at you though, the odds for this one. I'll start with, of course, the Zinger 9-4 on is your Ajax, 50-4 is your draw, 19-4 is your away win. Going to go with Ajax here, 2-0 win for them. Of course, they are to maintain the top of the league stats. But of course, this is a chance. This is a chance for them to have a little bit of a nightmare. PSV could win, and of course, could change the state of play over in the league table. But of course, we'll have to see about that. Utrecht up against Groningen coming at you on Sonntag. They played each other 66 times in 93, 29 wins for Utrecht, 18 wins for Groningen, and 19 draws. Just 1 win of 5 though for Utrecht right now, 50% form. Up against the Groningen side, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around though, over in Utrecht, in actual league action, was a 2-2 draw back in January 2021. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture, they played each other in August. There was a 0-0 draw in Groningen. Of course, they also played each other, is sandwiched in between that at the back end of last season in the Europa League playoffs, where Utrecht picked up a 1 win win over Groningen in the semi-final stages. Of course, Utrecht did lose to PSV last time around, and Groningen picked up a 4-3 win over Nijmegen. The odds on this one, though, Utrecht is 10-7 on for the victory, 30-5 is short, and 4-1 is your long shots. Quite tight, this one. Historically, could go either way, but I'm going to go with, of course, Utrecht with the 1-0 win at home. On this one, Go Ahead Eagles, kicking out to take on Cambuur. Of course, both of these two sides were in the Eredivisie, the second tier last season, but of course, locking horns in the top flight this time around. 39 times they played each other since 1993, 14 wins for Go Ahead Eagles, 17 wins for Cambuur, and 8 draws. So, of course, just one win in the past 6 for Go Ahead Eagles, 33% form up against a Cambuur side, just 1 win in 6, 17% form for them at the moment. Last time around, over at the Alta Hostel was a 0-0 draw. That was back in the March 2021 in the second tier. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture this season in Cambuur, back in September, was a 5-2 win for Cambuur as well. Cambuur did, of course, narrowly lose to Ajax 3-2 loss. Of course, Go Ahead Eagles did lose to Sparta Rotterdam last time around. The odds on this one, 11-10 is your host, 5-2 is your 9-4 is your Cambuur on this one. I'm going to go also back at the draw here, 1-1 in the end. Bit of points split right down the middle on this one. Kicking off was NEC Nijmegen up against Sparta Rotterdam. Of course, over at the Gopher Stadion, played each other 42 times in 1994. 30 wins for Nijmegen, 19 wins for Sparta, and 10 draws. Of course, just 1 win in 6 for Nijmegen right now, 25% form up against the Sparta Rotterdam side. Of course, picked 2 wins in the past 3 games, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around though, over in Nijmegen, it was a 1-1 draw. That's back in November 2018. Wow. The reverse fixture in Sparta was a 1-1 draw as well. Nijmegen did lose to Groningen 4-3 last time around. Of course, Sparta Rotterdam picked up a 1-0 over Go Ahead Eagles last time around. The odds for this one then, what do we have on this one? Go Ahead Eagles. Now, what we're looking at, we are looking at Nijmegen. Nijmegen is 6-4 for the victory, 95 is your away win, and 9-4 is your draw. Going to go with a 1-0 win for the away team here. Sparta Rotterdam are fighting for their lives. Of course, trying to stay in the division. Can they do it? We'll see about that. PSV Eindhoven need to win up against Fortuna Sittard, taking place, of course, over at the Philips Stadion. Played each other 22 times in 1905, 19 wins for PSV, 1 for Sittard, and 2 draws. PSV unbeaten in the last at least 6 games, 4 wins, 2 draws. Up against a Sittard side of 1-3, lost 3, 50% form for them at the moment. Last time around, though, over at the Philips Stadion, in the league, was a 2-0 win for PSV. That's back in October 2020. Though, of course, the reverse fixture was a 4-1 win for PSV back in November 2021. They also played each other in the round of 32 at the KMV Becker, and it was a 2-0 win for PSV. That was also at the Philips Stadion as well. So, the last 4 occasions that they played, in fact, they've won at least 6 on the bounce, of course, but the last 4 times they played each other at the Philips Stadion was a PSV have won all of them, and they haven't conceded a goal against Fortuna Sittard. Sittard, though, coming to this on the back of a 1-0 win over Wilhelm. Of course, PSV picking up a 1-0 win over Utrecht. They're also in action against Copenhagen this week, so that might deter them a little bit. Coming at you on Sunday, 9-1 on is your PSV, 7-1 is your draw, 22-1 is your long shots. That's 4-2 Sittard. Going to go with a win for PSV here. Another clean sheet to boot. 3-0 in the end. Kicking off forward is Heerenveen up against Heracles Almelo in the Battle of the H's. Locking horns coming at you on Vrijdag. They played each other, according to my eyes, 33 times in 2005. 10 was Heerenveen, 16 was Almelo, and 7 draws. Back-to-back games without a loss for Heerenveen, but both have been draws. They haven't picked up a win in the last 10. Up against Heracles Almelo side, of course, 1 win in the past 4 games for them, 42% form for them at the moment. Last time around, though, coming at you in Heerenveen was a 2-1 win for Almelo. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture in Almelo was a 1-1 win for Heerenveen back in December. Heerenveen picking up back-to-back 0-0 draws, back-to-back clean sheets, of course, against Wilhelm and against Waalwijk. Both of those were on the road. Meanwhile, Heracles Almelo also coming to this on the back of a 0-0 draw as well. The odds for this one, 7-5 is your Heerenveen, 9-10 is your Heracles, and 12-5 is your draw. Back, of course, to the Heerenveen here. Going to go with a draw. Oh my goodness. 1-1 in the end. Kicking off was FC 20. That's my boys up against PEC Zwolle, taking place over at the Grosch Vesta. Played each other 23 times in 2002. 11 wins for Enschede, 5 wins for Zwolle, and 7 draws. Just 1 defeated past 6 for 20 at the moment. 75% form up against the Zwolle side. 1-2 lost, 2 drawn, 2, and the last 6 50% form for them at the moment. Last time around though at 20 it was a 5-1 win. That was back in October 2020. Of course, the reverse fixture in Zwolle was a 3-1 win for 20 as well. Meanwhile, of course, FC 20 coming on the back of a 1-0 win over Alkmaar. They haven't conceded a goal in back-to-back games. Zwolle though, of course, did lose the final last time around. The odds 6-4 on is your 20, 35 is yours, 70-4 is your away win. That's Zwolle. Going to back the 20 here with a 2-1 win for them. They're keeping up the heat at the top 4 and maybe even a push for top 3. Into Vitesse Arnhem we go now, up against or Vitesse, however you want to call it, up against RKC Waalwijk, coming at you on Sonntag, March the 20th. Now these two sides have played each other 45 times in 1993, 24 wins for Vitesse, 8 wins for Waalwijk, and 13 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat past 5 for Vitesse, 24%, 50% form for them right now. Up against Waalwijk side, of course, haven't won in the last 7, 17% form for them at the moment. Last time around though, owing Vitesse was a draw back in January 2021. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in Waalwijk was a 2-1 for Vitesse back in September. The odds on this one then, in fact, Vitesse with a 0-0 draw against Almelo, back-to-back games without scoring a goal for them. Meanwhile, Waalwijk also coming to this on the back of a draw against Heerenveen as well. The odds on this one, we're looking at Vitesse, of course, 50-8 on for the victory, 3-1 is your draw, and 5-1 is your long shots. Back to the home team on this one, are we? Yes, we are. 2-1 for them to take it to the house. Into the final one now, we have Willem II, of course, up against AZ Alkmaar. Of course, now these two sides, of course, played each other 46 times in 1987. 13 wins for Wilhelm, 22 wins for AZ, and 11 draws. Of course, 25% fall for Wilhelm, just 1 win and 6 for them. Meanwhile, 1-3 lost 3. for AZ right now, 50% form as well. That's just 1 win of 4 if you want to look at it a different way. Meanwhile, last picture in Wilhelm, it was a 1-win for AZ, and of course the reverse fixture over at AZ Alkmaar was a 4-1 win back in December. AZ Alkmaar, of course, in action midweek against Bodo Glimt. They've got to turn that game around, of course, to remain in the Europa Conference League, but of course they'll look forward to this one as well. Of course, AZ did lose to Twente Leicester round, of course, and Wilhelm picked up a loss against Sittard. The odds on this one, 5-1 is your Wilhelm, of course, 7-4 on is your AZ, and 40-5 is your draw. Back, of course, the away team here, 3-0 win for them to take it to the house. That's, of course, my picks. Be sure to get your own picks as well. Quickly force a touch. It is free. Get it amongst it. Get your name in lights and see, of course, you on the other side. Of course, when we do come back on the other side, we will, of course, do the reveal of the predictor of the month, of course. International break is, of course, looming, so be ready for that. Until then, guys, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Again, if you want to be in the hot seat, be them at the face of the place for the Dutchlies. You could be the guy next season, but I really need to get you on board pretty soon. And preferably, if you want to do something like this and you want to be part of the brand moving forward, now would be a good time to get involved. If we have a 2-week break, maybe we can kind of ease you in a little bit. But of course, the only way to get yourselves noticed, of course, let me know in the comment section, or better still, follow me on Twitter, direct message me straightly and say, hey, I want to be the face of the place for Eredivisie. But until then, guys, that is it. Smash the thumbs up. It does wonders for the algorithm. Smash the old subscribe as well. Also, put a comment in there, or just say, hey, I'm here. Or just, I love your stuff. I love your smile. Or change your shirt, you dirty bastard. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, stick it in the comment section down below. But until then, dudes, we're done for now.